I f***ing hate laundry more than anything in the planet aside from mayonnaise.
Coming up on the Vanderpump Rules after show.
Max is literally my best friend, and you f***ed him.
After a revenge bang, no one goes around the town screaming, "That was revenge!"
If you had already done it more than once and I had already done it more than once, she was like, can't be bad, right?
The attempted dog murderer was eavesdropping. Ariana wants to blame Sandoval. I think that someone who has done an advertisement for how to throw things away and take things to the trash, you should know how to do that.
Became professional and prepared.
Oh, wow.
It's annoying to me because Ariana never wanted Am around.
He was showing you zero respect, so I think it's fuck that poacher.
It was the one bill that Ariana paid.
Sandoval needs to shut the up about the bills, about who did what.
Yeah, I don't do shit. I just, you know, in the 9 months since we broke up, managed to write a book, be third place on Dancing with the Stars, get my ass on Broadway.
What'd you do today? Get your nails done?
The Vanderpump Rules after show starts right now.
My ex has, on numerous occasions, almost more negligent than not when it comes to things like leaving doors open, doors unlocked, whatever. And he not only invaded my privacy by going into my room unauthorized and without my knowledge, but then he locked my dog in the room for 3+ hours. And the only reason that she got to the emergency vet is because Anne had heard her upstairs and let her out. Like, if I had a busier day and hadn't come home when I had come home, who knows what would have happened, because nobody would have seen anything.
You called him a dog murderer.
Attempted. The attempted dog murderer was eavesdropping.
Attempted dog murderer.
Thank you.
He locked her in, and as a dog would with leftover
Yeah.
food, chicken wings, the bones, the smell, all that, she ate a lot of it.
I didn't know it was Tom. I just knew it happened. Because he's not aware of his surroundings. Just the mirror.
I think the question is, did he do it on purpose? And
No, I just think
in
he's
that
a moron
argument,
and thinks about himself only. And if I were in her shoes, I probably would have said the same thing, because she's pissed off at Tom and he wasn't thinking. So he very much could have killed Maya.
It was either me or Ann that left the door open, basically. I
Okay,
don't
so
know,
let me
I
ask
take
you this. If it
responsibility.
was Anne, if Anne did it and she admitted to it, would she have called Anne a dog murderer?
No.
No, because she doesn't
Probably not.
f***ing hate Anne.
Is the dog okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, the dog's fine. That's all that matters.
Maya, like, by the way, eats everything.
Maya very often gets into things. She's eaten laxatives, she's eaten pillows, hair coloring.
Like, I left paintballs on the floor and she ate
You're not doing yourself favors.
orange paintballs. They taste like soap. I can't leave soap on the floor. There's other on the floor. Like, she ate paintballs and a perfect Italy country on the couch. Literally, it looked just like Italy. She survived that. And then I went to CVS. I got some organic laxatives, ate 400 laxatives, and everywhere.
Mind you, they were organic.
Ariana wants to blame Sandoval. And, like, yes, he shouldn't have been in the room, right? But, like, I think that someone who is, like, clean and a grown person and also has done an advertisement for how to throw things away and take things to the trash, you should know how to do that.
I can't wait to show you guys the picture of Italy. What was the date on that? July?
And when I had dogs, did I leave stuff laying around? Yeah, I did. But having a child is like, no. I have to be careful at every single thing I do in life, or even food, whatever. God knows he gets something in his mouth or he walks through a door. No. But before I had a kid, yeah, I left my everywhere.
I don't care if the roles were reversed. I'm gonna say it is not the fault of Ariana for leaving something in her locked room that her dog isn't there. Just be aware that there's food out and there's a dog in your house. It's really not that hard if you're thinking about someone other than yourself. Don't lock the animal in the room with the food out. That's that. I mean, no, yeah, maybe don't leave your food out. Fine,
I mean, I'm very OCD and I do not eat in my bed. So, like, for me, if Brock leaves a candy wrapper next to his bed, oh, I will lose my shit because I'm like, ants are gonna get that. Like, that's just me. Regardless, Tom should have messaged her. He never should have entered her room without her permission with their current setup. I do not think either person obviously did anything on purpose.
See it? Italy.
God, it is Italy.
There's the boot.
One thing about Maya, she's definitely an artist.
Schwartz, you confronted Katie about hooking up with your best friend Max.
It was weird. It was weird.
Yeah,
it was funny though too. I found it funny.
What do you want to know? What do you want to know?
Max.
Tom.
By the way, I'm not mad. If that would have happened 2 weeks after our divorce, I wouldn't have been mad.
I'm sorry.
I would have been a little more disturbed.
9 guys out of 10.
I would not feel right
Okay,
about that.
that was overboard.
I'm sorry, 9 guys out of 10, you being that one, would not. Regardless if I dated the girl 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, there would be a little bit of like. But I guess in our group, it doesn't really apply.
we're so desensitized.
In our group, it doesn't really apply because I'm sitting here, you're not supposed to do that. Well, I mean, I've done that.
I would feel really weird if you hooked up with Ariana.
Well, dude,
and I would feel weird hooking up with Katie. Like, I would never.
Maybe it's misrepresentation to say I didn't care. I just was like caught off guard. It was more of a WTF moment. But there was no anger or resentment towards Max or Katie, zero. But I had to acknowledge the hypocrisy because, you know, she really did like scorched earth my life after that kiss in Mexico. It's like just like burned it down, our whole friendship, whatever was left of it. Max is literally my best friend, and you him. And you roasted me into oblivion after I kissed Raquel. And she was barely in the friend group.
I'm trying on the Schwartz like pants and walking a mile in them.
Well, don't put this on me.
Wouldn't that have been lovely if we could have both kept that little nice boundary rule for one another? But Tom took a giant on that and basically said, I don't give a about you or respecting you or this friendship that we're trying to build, and just made out with Rachel. And basically said he was doing it on purpose.
Was Max a revenge bang after you found out that he had kissed Sheena?
Well, maybe it's tit for tat.
No, I mean, that was really divine timing, though.
After a revenge bang, no one goes around the town screaming, that was revenge! No one does it, okay? It's like unspoken, okay? So it happened, so let's just leave it at that, right? No one needs to say if it was a revenge bang. Of course it was.
I don't think so at all. I think Katie was horny, Max
I
was
think
single.
Katie had a thing for him for a while.
Yeah.
It was just that night, coincidentally, it happened, but I think it was inevitable. Honestly, I saw the way they both looked at each other, and I knew it was like almost
Sexual
like that
tension,
forbidden fruit
flirtation.
where it was like they each had to take a bite.
Well, and if you had already done it more than once and I had already done it more than once, she was like, can't be bad, right?
Well, and she's heard the feedback, so
yeah.
Yes, there was the Schwartz and Raquel kiss, and it was like, well, you kept it in the friend group, so can I. I'm sure that was maybe a little part in the back of her head, but ultimately I think she was attracted to him, he was attracted to her, and they finally just had to get it out of their system.
You scuff my shoes, I'm gonna take a baseball bat to your car.
What's better? What's better? That or the baseball bat to your car?
Well, there's a lot of scuffs on those shoes.
I don't judge Katie for that at all. Look, even if it was a revenge bang, good on her. Do you know what I mean? Like, Schwartz did make out with Raquel, and it was like right in front of everyone. If I was Katie, I'd be pissed too. And knowing Katie's personality, you know, she's very, you know, she's kind of badass, a little fiery. She's gonna be pissed, you know? She's gonna be pissed! But then she went and banged Max. I mean, hey. It's cutthroat. That's legendary moves.
Yeah.
Like, everyone stop downgrading it. Savage. Woo! Let's go, Katie. I love Katie.
Things between Sandoval and Ariana come to a tipping point.
I've never seen that side of Ariana before.
The police were gonna get cold.
Never look at me in the eye again, you piece of
Don't look at me in the eye.
See, they were fighting.
You already got everything, Ariana. You already got everything. You got all the campaigns you got. Now you're gonna take my assistant?
Oh my God, dude. Dude, that would have been too much.
Her level of fury and rage, it was intense. I saw like in her eyes, like a fiery disdain for you.
You want to come back at me about the litter box? You almost killed my dog. Do not go in my room.
It was a total
The whole
accident.
thing was an accident. Of course it was an accident. That's why I'm saying be upset, be angry, but
This is reminiscent of the pasta moment.
It's not about the pasta!
So I don't think it's really about Maya or the dog.
She's got some anger too because of how Tom was cheating on her when Charlotte was gone. I mean, look, it goes so deep, dude.
Well, I mean, you guys also filmed like not far after. Like now it's been a little bit more time, but I mean, she was still reeling from everything at that moment. That makes me feel sad for her because that feeling of like hatred and stuff is just so much and it almost does more damage to yourself than to like try to let things go.
You can just tell that like she's on 100 still. There's been no like come down from the anger.
It's not my place to tell her when she shouldn't be healed by, or when she should or shouldn't be over it. Right. But like, I think it was a little worrisome to know that it's that close to the surface.
It hurt me to see that she was still hurting so much and is still so angry. And that's a reason why I do try to figure out a road to forgiveness in whatever way, is because I don't like feeling that rage inside of me. But he wasn't doing anything to help take that anger and rage away from her. You know, he's doubling down, he's making excuses, he's weaponizing her mental health. He let the dog in and wasn't paying attention. There's so many things. So I get where even if she had already had months of therapy and work to get past the affair, then this happens, all that shit's out the window because he has now done something new to hurt her and their animal, you know, in the crossfires.
So I very much empathize with what Sheena's saying right now and agree with her. But when you're in Ariana's position and you have that, if we go back to old season of Vanderpump with Beau's mom, like the reptilian tunnel vision.
Reptilian brain. It's like Alien versus Predator, because there is no potential for compromise.
I'll never forget. It is so hard to see outside of that.
Yeah.
But I agree with Sheena. It's like whatever someone can do to stop feeling the anger, because the anger is really only eating away at you.
It's hurting her more than anyone. And then that hurts the people around her who just want her to, you know, just be the star that she is and shine as bright as she can, which she is. But knowing she's still hurt inside, it's like I want all of that to go away. I just want it to all be
because the anger only
happy
eats away at the person who is holding the anger.
And I hated seeing that. It was really hard in that moment.
Like, whatever.
Whatever.
You being butthurt about me being mad about that? Like, okay, you can choke.
There was a bit of a fight at beach day.
Didn't that happen last year on Vanderpump Rules too?
So make another joke.
Bitch, get a life.
You're a bootleg housewife.
Loser.
Just
It's
making
a
sure.
reoccurring theme.
I'm probably an antagonist, but after having that response at his house, I felt like this group still needed to be forced into having some kind of conversations with Tom.
Almost every guy in this group has been flirty with me at some point, you included.
It's more of like recipient of flirtiness.
Is that what you told Raquel when you guys started that whole thing?
Can you have this conversation not in front of me? Because it's disgusting.
Let's do that.
But clearly we can't have those conversations yet.
He is never gonna be sorry, remorseful, or one iota of any of that. And you guys keep shoving him down my throat. And what do you think I'm gonna do? Sit here and have the best beach day ever?
Not my finest hours sometimes, but I think that's just who I am. Like, I'd rather have an uncomfortable conversation than not have a conversation about it and sit there like, you know, just sit there like this.
You guys are both great dog and cat parents.
Well, I'm a dog and cat parent. I paid the adoption fee, so I bought her.
It was the one bill that Ariana paid.
Tom doesn't want Kitty or Maya. Let's be real. He's probably just like being argumentative and being an arsehole.
This is a petty conversation.
They're Ariana's
between
pets,
the two of
though.
them.
They're Ariana's pets. You can kind of tell, right? It's not rocket science. Like, you can kind of tell in most cases, like, which one belongs with who.
Kitty, I understand, because she had Kitty since she was a kitten. She found her in New Jersey in a parking lot. I did really take care of Kitty a lot, though.
He would love for everyone in the world to think that I am the big bad wolf, and he's just like, poor little Red Riding Hood had to put up with her for so long. Like, I don't do shit. I just, you know, in the 9 months since we broke up, managed to write a book, be third place on Dancing with the Stars, get my ass on Broadway. You know, like, yeah, I don't do shit. Just did all that.
What'd you do today? Get your nails done?
He would love for me to be run away out of this group and out of this town and out of him having to answer for his own actions. He would love that. He would love nothing more. For everyone to find out what a big old bitch I am.
We got Maya together, and I named her. And Maya and I have had such a very special relationship, and we would cuddle in the morning. We played hide and seek, played all kinds of games. And I love Maya. So just, I don't know. I mean, because she paid for I paid the bills for the house for the past, 9 months. Do I own the house now? That'd be cool. I don't know, what is adoption fee, like $300? $400?
I just think Sandoval needs to learn how to shut the up about the bills, about who did what, who said what. It doesn't matter. You hurt her in more ways than one. She didn't pay her electric bill last month. Who cares?
I miss her. I miss her a lot. I miss, like, running around with her, playing with her.
That's rich, considering you tried to murder her.